Welcome to the Aquaflow Crypto Lab. Today I've decided to make a special video to reveal a secret chart I've been working on. This chart offers insights into when the XRP bull run might start. It's been 6 years. 6 years, guys, since the last all-time high. And like many of you, I'm growing impatient. And honestly, that's understandable. That's why in this video, I want to share with you why I believe a significant move is looming and it might be closer than we think. Today, we just have one chart, one single chart that contains a lot of information to digest about XRP price movements. We're going to dive into it together, so do not worry and stay focused. As always, I will try to keep it as clear as possible. If you're new here and you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, let's begin. Okay, so this is the chart of the day. As you can see, I'm using the monthly time frame, and on this chart we have 4 elements. Of course, we have the candles, but we also have the channel, right, with the bands going up. We have the yellow line, which is a simple moving average, and we have the blue dots, which are the bull market support. But to keep it simple, for now, I will hide the bull market support and the moving average, and we will keep the candles and the channel. The most important line on this chart, on this channel, is this line, the red line. Why? Because we were there, okay? Then we went up and we had a pivot point. We went down, breakout, we went down to retest this line as a support this time. We went up, we have this close, then we have a second breakout, and then we retested the line with this candle, okay? So with only a few candles, we retested the line once, 2 times, 3 times already, okay? Then the price went down, we went up, and we retouched the line perfectly before being rejected by it and going down. Then we had our legendary bull run, we have a breakout, and we went down to retest the line as a beautiful support, as you can see, with multiple candles in a row before the final move up of XRP. Then we went down again, we used the line as a beautiful support with this gigantic move to the upside, okay? Then we have a breakout and we went up to retest the line again. And we finished this cycle, this entire bull run, with the touch of the line again just right here. So now you understand exactly why this line is so important for XRP. Then I want you to pay attention to the yellow line. This line plays a key role in XRP price chart. This yellow line is the parallel line of the line that we saw before, but passing through the bottom of XRP that we have just right here. And just here we have already 2 candles touching this line, okay? Then we went up, we went down, and just right here with this candle we touched it again before a bounce to the upside. Then we crossed the line, we went up, and this time we used it as a resistance. Again, just right here we used it as a resistance. This is beautiful. Then we went sideways, we have a breakout, and then we went all the way down to have finally a close of the candle just above the yellow line, meaning that this was a beautiful support this time, because the bull fought to prevent the price from closing below the yellow line. Then we have our bull run, right, and this bear market. And where did we go? Exactly to the same line. So this is not a coincidence. I didn't just draw a line going through this point and this point. I remind you that this is the parallel of this line going through this bottom, and as a coincidence we are passing also by this bottom, so this is not a coincidence, guys. Then we went up, we have again a touching point just right here after the SEC sell-off, and we have a bounce to the upside. Then we went up, we went down again, we have a breakout, and we went up to retest the yellow line, down, and we went up again to retest the yellow line. So only with these two lines, so this red line just right here and this yellow line, you understand the structure of the XRP price chart. And now look at the magic. This is incredible. First, during this entire phase of the market, this was a bear market, we have our breakout with this candle, right? We went below the red line and we retested it with this wick of this candle, okay? Here, look what happened. We went down, we have our breakout, and we went up to retest the red line as a resistance also. Then we went down to retest the yellow line as a support. Here, we went down to retest the yellow line as a support, okay? After this, we went all the way up to retest the red line as a resistance. Here, we went up to retest the red line as a resistance. So we already have 1, 2, 3, right? Here we have 1, 2, 3. Then we went down and we have our breakout just right here, okay? Here we went down and we have our breakout also just right here. We went down, then up to retest the yellow line as a resistance. Here we went down and we went up to retest the yellow line as a resistance. So here we have step 4 and here we have step 5, and just right here we have step 4 and here we have step 5. After this, we went down and we retested the yellow line as a resistance again as step 6. Here it was longer, we went down, then sideways a little bit up, but finally we retested the yellow line as step 6. And I think that by now you should have understood the purpose of my demonstration. As you can see, we have a final step touching this green area just right here, and right now we are just touching the green area just right here. So of course I have no crystal ball, guys, this is for sure, but you understand with this simple, very simple analysis why we can make a comparison between this phase of the market and this phase. This is very, very similar once you know how to use those channels. We can continue the analysis by adding the bull market support with the blue dots. I want you to stay focused because I will share with you one of my secrets. You will not find this on other YouTube channels or in any other books. Why am I using this bull market support? You already know this line because I'm using it on all my analyses in my previous videos, but in this chart I will use it a little bit differently. First, let's hide the candles, okay? So here I will hide the candles, and also I will remove all the brushes, okay, because this chart is too heavy, and now it's clean. As you can see with these blue dots, we have this point. This is the highest point of the blue dots, right, of the bull market support. And then we have this entire area touching the red line again, and it was a beautiful resistance, okay? So here we were there with the bull market support, we went up and we used it as a resistance and we got rejected by it. And as a coincidence, but it's not a coincidence, guys, we have this entire bull phase and we went up until we reached this area, the red line, and we got rejected by it. This is incredible. Then we have the lowest point of the blue dots, which is just right here around the yellow line. And what happened after this? We went up, sideways, we have our bull run, then we have this entire phase of the bear market, right? But where did we go? Right to the yellow line. And after this, we went up. So here and here, the yellow line was a beautiful support for us. But I have more. Why did we stop just right here? I let you a few seconds to think about it. Right. It's because of this point. This is the starting point of the bull market support. And we we were just right here, and here we crossed it again just right here, we crossed it, but at the end it was a beautiful pivot point for the bull market support just in this area. So the secret I wanted to share with you in this video is that we can use the channels with the price chart, but we can also use the channels with the bull market support or any moving average. And with this simple analysis, you can understand why I think that XRP is in the final phase before the bull run, because here we went into the green zone again with the blue dots, and right here XRP is entering the green zone before a possible bull run. As the last piece of the puzzle, I will add the simple moving average. And what can we see with this yellow line, with this simple moving average? We see that when the yellow line entered the green zone, we had a huge move to the upside, right? And right now we are very close to touch this green area. So if I display everything again, you will not see this chart the same way. So first, let's add the price chart. We have the bull market support, right? And we have the channel, and we have the simple moving average. But now you have a completely different lecture of this chart, and you can understand what's going on. Of course, this is a theory that I've built with my observations, but you can understand why this is a probable scenario. And now let's talk about the possible targets. We know that XRP has a special relationship with this red line, right? So we can hope that XRP will be able to reach this red line again. So I remind you that this red line is going through all these points, right? All these major pivot points. And this year, if we reach this red line, XRP would be between, let's say, February, March, let's say March or June, between March and December. So here in March, we are around $10, and in December we are around $15. So this seems to be a, let's say, optimistic and reasonable target for XRP this year if we ever go up. Of course, our closest resistance is this yellow line, and it's going up, as you can say. So if you are pretty bearish about XRP, this would be an opportunity to sell, and it would be between 1.5 and $3. And everything is possible in these markets. That's why if we see that XRP crosses the bull market support with the blue dots and goes below it, it would be a very bearish sign from the price. So I hope it will not happen before a long time, and that the price will keep on using this green area as a strong support that would push us to the upside. And of course, XRP, if it is very bullish, could cross this red zone, right? Cross like this and go higher than what we expect. This is what happened just right here. We crossed this red area, we used it as a beautiful support before a final push to the upside. But for now, for me, this looks like a reasonable and optimistic target. So now you know everything. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think that my analysis makes sense. If you want to track what will happen with us, please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you like the content, give me a thumbs up. That's all for today's video, and as always, time will tell.